Okay, hi everyone. My name is Kelly Snook, and I am not really a YouTuber, so definitely don't like and subscribe to this because it really doesn't matter. I'm making these videos just to save myself some time trying to introduce people to Rex and talk about some basic strategies and to help people navigate the early days of the protocol as it's relaunching. So what I'm going to try to do is go through the white paper in its entirety and demonstrate some of the concepts and try and explain them a little bit further. And then I will probably edit that down and make it into a series. We'll just have to see how it goes. This is a very, very detailed white paper and is absolutely worth reading and understanding. And so my intention is to try and help people make sense of it, maybe demystify it a little bit for those who feel overwhelmed, and just make it overall more approachable. Just for a bit of history, Rex is a protocol that launched last year, and there were a couple of bugs in the code that caused hyperinflation in the token. The token is a CD-like protocol where you stake for a certain amount of time and then earn rewards from that stake over time, and then you can end your stake and collect your rewards. It's fairly simple. There are a lot of flexibilities and nuances in the protocol that make it a lot more fun, more interesting than that. But also, the developers have chosen to make the code completely immutable. So when the first code had the bugs in it, the only choice was to completely rewrite the protocol and launch a new and improved version. So that has happened, and we are about to begin the auction phase. As you can see here on the countdown, we have 90, I believe that's 90 hours to go. 90 hours, 15 minutes, and 6 seconds. So at that time, you will be able to do all this functionality that I'm going to show you today on the main net. For now, for today's videos, I'm going to do some of it on the main net, the stuff that's already active, but then some of it we'll have to do on the testnet. The testnet was just restarted today, so that's really great. It gives us a chance to play around with things to better understand the protocol before investing real money. So you'll have a chance to see how to do that as well. And I'm just going to try and go through it all from the very beginning. So here we are, starting with the basic website, which is rex.io. There is, if you go to rex.io, which is really dead easy to remember, the first tab, the first link here is a link to the community. If you click on that, it takes you to this link tree. Now, this link tree is always updated with the latest information, and so if you want to find out where all the stuff is, where the communities are, where the Discord server is, the Telegram links, if you want to make sure you're going to the real Telegram group and not a fake one like the fake ones that have been showing up, then this is the place to go. The next most important thing on this web page here is the white paper. So I'm going to open that up now. You can always see the latest version of the white paper here. Click on read the white paper. So we're going to start from the top here and we're going to work our way down. Starting with the red letters here. This is so important for your safety and for the safety of your money and your identity. Only use official Rex contracts. You want to make sure that when you're interacting with Rex and with the Rex tokens that you're using these token addresses right here. And in a little while, I'll show you how to add those to your wallet. But if you find somebody DMs you token addresses for Rex or T-Rex or M-Rex that aren't the addresses that are listed here in the white paper, don't fall for that. That is a scam and they will take your money. Thomas has actually done a really lovely job here in the introduction of the white paper, listing all the different things to be aware of, and the rules not to break here, which I'll go through here in just a second. It is actually worth talking through all of those because too many people lose their money in these protocols, not in the protocols themselves, but there are a lot of people out there just waiting and ready to pounce if you make a mistake. So the first thing is, don't fall for scammers. The URL to always check for is app.rex.io. So I'm going to go ahead here and just launch the app and show you that that takes us to app.rex.io. That is the place to go, both on the desktop, of course, and from within MetaMask or Trust Wallet on your phone. I'm going to open this up again, the white paper, and make our way down. So, as we said before, the single source of truth is this Rex.io website. The link tree that I showed you right here has all of the community links to it and is a good source, the single source for news and announcements to get added to the email list. And then for testing Rex, you can use testnet.rex.io. I'm going to go ahead and open that since we are going to be using that a lot today. So what happens if I just click on this and I'm going to open this in a new tab. Actually, I'm going to open it in a new whole window with its own tabs, so I can flip back and forth. So the first thing that happens when I connect to the testnet is that it tells me that the wrong chain is selected, and that's because it is. Our MetaMask here is set up for the Binance Smart Chain and not for the testnet. I'm going to select all the wallets I've got here as examples to connect to the testnet, but then it's going to tell me I'm on the wrong network because you can see here in my MetaMask that I'm connected to BSC mainnet. What I want is the BSC testnet. So how do I do that? I'm going to show you how. You go to Add Network, and then in these fields here, we want to enter in the appropriate information for the testnet network. And if you don't remember that off the top of your head, which I don't, the place to go is Google. Always your friend. And you can Google, well, actually, it's not always your friend, so you got to be careful. But if you just Google how to configure MetaMask for testnet, Binance Smart Chain. There we go. I would go to this link, this academy.binance.com, which is a good source, a trustable source for the information you want for the testnet. And here are the fields. If you haven't already configured your wallet for the mainnet smart chain, these are the things you can put into that add network fields. But right now we're going to put the testnet in there. So I'm going to copy the network name. And then I'm going to copy the new RPC URL, put it in there. The chain ID is 97. You can just type that in. I just got an error, so let's just try that again. Okay, gonna see what happens if I just try it again. Okay, didn't get an error that time. That's good. Strange. Symbol is BNB. It's important to put this in here or it'll assume you want ETH. And then the block explorer, there might not be one for testnet. Oh, there is. Okay. There we go. Okay, then you click save, and now we have Smart Chain available to us in our MetaMask. We don't need the MetaMask tab open here. You can just now flip between the Smart Chain and the BSC mainnet right here. Testnet and mainnet. Okay. The first thing we're going to need on the testnet to be able to do anything is we're going to need a bit of BNB for gas fees, and you can do that. You can get some BNB for free by going to the faucet. So BSC testnet faucet, and you can get it to send you some BNB. First, you have to prove you're human. This is always difficult for me. Okay, so here we see this is the faucet. You can just tell it to give you some BNB if you put your address in here. So you copy your address. Always you can get to your addresses here. Today we're gonna be using the OG account here. Oh, I already have some BNB in there. Let's go to a different account. Let's go to this random account here and copy that address. And we're gonna put that address in here, and then we're gonna say, give me BNB. And there we go. We've got some BNB. So should be showing up here in a sec. Hopefully. Let's just give it a second, or we can go back to original account. Okay. So now we have our MetaMask configured both for the Smart Chain and for the BSC mainnet. So going back over here, we're ready to go to the next part of the white paper. This white paper was written by, very generously says it was written by the Rex community. Thomas wrote the majority of it, and it's absolutely excellent. So big props to the enormous effort that went into writing this paper. I really, really wish that everyone would read it. Hopefully this will help. This video will help. Okay, so first thing we have here is all the information you need for your MetaMask and for the tokens, to make sure you're using the right contracts and the right tokens. The only one of these tokens, you can see in this contract address list here, the only one of these tokens right now that's available for trade is the MREX, and that's because MREX is the exact same token that was used in version 1. It has never changed. It's been publicly tradable since the last MREX was sold from the initial version 1 Rex Classic contracts, and so you can actually buy this token on PancakeSwap or Dex Tools or PooCoin. I like PooCoin, that's my favorite. So I'm going to click here and just open up PooCoin. The reason why I like PooCoin so much is because when you connect a wallet to there, you can see a lot of information about your wallet as well, which I'm not going to show here for probably obvious reasons. But PooCoin is a great resource. It also almost always knows the tokens when you enter them in. So if you go to trade on PooCoin and you want to enter a token in and it exists, it's very likely to find it correctly. So you enter in MREX, and that MREX address, you can see here that it matches. You see it ends in F0C4, starts with 7683, so that clearly matches this token here. So PooCoin usually gets them right. It's always good to double check, but that's what you want there. Okay, I can see this series of videos is going to be very long, but hopefully it'll be really helpful to those people that are just beginning. That's my goal. Feel free to listen at 2x or 3x or 5x, or I'll try and make them into a series so you don't have to, or timestamp them or something so you don't have to watch everything.